Welcome back to my Lego organizing journey. Today's video is a continuation of yesterday's, so if you didn't see that, give it a watch. It'll be linked up top. But here is what we got left over from yesterday's sort session. I did an 8-pound bin, including the bin, 7 pounds of pure Lego, and I got the majority of it sorted out here into my piles that go into my collection, but I still have this little pile left here. The problem is, I don't really have space to sort this, so we're going to have to do some actual putting Lego away and make some space for ourselves here. I think a great place to start would probably be with Clarkman's pile of doom here. Basically just doing the same thing I did yesterday. Sorting these into the piles. My whole life is just piles and piles these days. I take giant piles, I break them down into smaller piles, then I take those small piles and I break them down into things that can go into my drawers. It's the circle of Lego life. Yeah, Clarkman's last scoop right there. I'm going to put this into this pile since it'll be easier to sort out because this is all the small stuff. And we'll get to that, but I still need space. So, plates it is. Check out the brick bin though. Starting to fill up a little bit. In fact, we got a really great comment from Rye Does Gaming. He says, "We have left the bags behind. We shall begin a new saga. The Lego bins of doom." I love that. Here they are right there. We've got a bunch of them to get through, but it'll be a huge victory if we can clear these off the floor and also use them for storage too. Proper storage. Organized storage. That'll be great. It's all a journey, and we're on it together. Let's take the journey into the world of plates. Forget about the bins of doom. We're moving on to the plates of... What are the plates, Clark, ma'am?
Of boom.
Of boom. I was going to say maybe despair. No.
I didn't say broom, but I said boom. I said broom.
The plates of broom. Because we love sweeping them off the table and putting them where they're supposed to go.
Yes.
Another comment we need to address here. This one's from Jay's Brick Building. He says, "I have dozens of 2 to 4 pound bags that I've been putting off sorting. Watching this makes me almost crave getting back into them." Great video. I think we all need to encourage Jay to get it done. You just got to get started. That's what I did. I was overwhelmed with this, obviously, having almost 400 pounds to do, but just a matter of sitting down and doing it. This was from a 2-hour movie watching session yesterday, and that's 7 pounds right here. So you could do the 2 to 4 pound bags. You get one of those done in an hour, prove to yourself you can do it, and the next day you do another one, and then you do another one, and before you know it, after 2025 comes and goes, maybe not even, you got your whole collection sorted out and you're ready to build cool stuff with your kid using the parts that are in your collection. Life goals. Let's encourage Jay to get it done in the comments, guys. We got to support each other here in our journeys, and it's cool to see some peeps are along with me as we sort plates. I was thinking earlier about how I think like all of my drawers are going to be overflowing soon, and I'm going to have to probably break a lot of stuff down even further, like between colors and elements, or get bigger drawers. We could do that too. Some of these are going to probably have to move, like these slopes. The slopes are taking up so many of these drawers, like just the reds alone. It's got a whole 3-drawer stack right there, and they're pretty full as it is, so we're probably going to move those to a bigger drawer and just kind of put them all in there together. And then if you're looking for red slope, you can just get into, I think they're 11 by 11 drawers. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Kind of like what I'm doing here with my white bricks. They'll all go inside of a thing like that. Now some of these I have partitioned off, but eventually I feel like I'm probably going to have to take this out. If you're curious about these, I had someone ask about these. I got them at Michael's. I made a video about it a long time ago, but you can't buy them anymore. These little divider things. I have an empty one here that you can see the brand of. It's Darius, and yeah, I can't find it, but they fit perfectly in here. This is from my buddy Dave. He gave me this idea. He's a Bricklink dude. So I like it, you know, in some ways. It's hard to get to the back. Like you kind of have to pull this out like that. But when you get so many, maybe sometimes it's easier just to do like this. And I think that's probably what all my bricks are going to be. There's going to be like white bricks double, and then there'll be white bricks single. And I think that's how I'm going to run this, because like that just gets to be, it's a little too much, I think. Oh no. What's going on in this world?
Iron Man and Spider-Man would have a battle, and then you got a big battle, and then Iron Man used his big cheat, where I like to take out like the little piece here and put it in an infinity gauntlet with a pin in it so it stays in his chest. Mm-hmm. And then he uses it, and then his center chest is like gone, his arms are gone, his legs are gone. Spider-Man has no limbs left, it just except the head, his thighs, and his torso. And then Iron Man goes into real life where he is over here because they go to sleep and then they become the big robots.
Sort of like Power Rangers.
And then he woke up, and then he came back to his human self and snapped his fingers to repair everything and make Spidey come alive again. And he's like, Iron Man. And then, like, everyone's built back up. He's like, Iron Man. And then Iron Man's like, I'm in this forever because I snapped my fingers in real life. Bah.
There you have it, folks. That's the story. I'm a big fan of those Lego action figures. I think they're really fun. I know they don't sell well and people think they look janky, but they're really fun to play with.
No, I've been playing with these for hours in the last, like, couple days. He's not really complete-ish. I'm trying to make a Fortnite default. This is, like, the start of an arm. He's got, like, a pickaxe. There's, like, the legs that look like a default. The chest piece I'm going to use, but I need to find a smaller, like, supporter middle piece. Gotta get stuff to replace on this arm.
There's a drawer right there that you could look through, the one that's pulled out the bottom there. Otherwise, you could go over to the bins and start looking around if you want. There might be something in there for you.
I need this guy's head, sadly. I need this guy's head.
Go ahead. Use whatever you want. Here are my plates all sorted out by color. I love to show this because I just feel like it's so satisfying to see everything separated out like that. Except for those old grays that are in there. They just look like dirty pieces to me. Kind of triggers me a little bit. Same thing with these ones. See that color? And then see that color. They kind of just look dingy to me a little bit. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, I don't know what it is about them. I like the new colors better. There's everything else that's there. And then basically these just get put right here. So these are, for example, the green odd ones. And I put circular stuff in there and ones with like little things on the side like that. They go in there, and then I have a double wide green, which is right here. So those go in there, and then single wide right there. And I do that with all of these. They kind of correspond in these 3 rows. But as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, everything's getting kind of full. And I imagine with another 300 plus pounds, we're going to have to figure out something different. Probably, again, what it'll be is this will go higher, and then there'll be more variance in colors. Like, for example, we got tans and all the browns in 1. That could easily be 3. This could be at least 2. We got the lime and then like the regular green. We could even do one for dark green. I kind of did that a little bit with the blues. They're kind of getting too full. So that's probably what'll happen. They'll just get stacked up. We got some space. We can go all the way up here. I can reach. So we're good. I'm going to put these all away and I'll be right back. I think I might have reached critical mass here. We're done. We're cooked, as the kids would say. Dude. There we go. Okay, we need a bigger drawer. I don't know how I could break these down anymore. These are just all like what I call single white pieces. This has happened before. Like my white doubles eventually came over here. That's what I just call them. Like that's double sides. This is the odd white pieces. We have the same thing for the blacks, grays. They're like all the really plentiful ones. Problem is I don't have any more drawers available over here. So I don't know what to do. You know what? I think I could probably sacrifice this. These are like what I call castle and curved walls. I think this could probably go with rock walls, maybe. Let's just hope that that one closes. And it did. And now we've got an empty drawer. And castle and curved walls becomes single wide white plates. Holy smokes. I think instead of saying single and double, for simplicity purposes, I'm going to say 1X white plates. Kind of like that better. 1X and 2X instead of single and double. It seems like it makes more sense in the world of Lego. This is my label maker, by the way. It's a Brother P-Touch. I really like it. It prints these out like that, and you just hit that button. And then you got a label. You just load them in the back there, and I buy these on Amazon, the refills, which I might be able to show you here if I take this off. There you go. Rechargeable batteries, and then it just uses that until they're all gone, and you put a new one in, and then you can print labels, and they're adhesive on the back. You just peel the piece of paper off, and you put it on. I should save this one so I can put it on that one over there. In fact, I think I can. It's still sticky, so we'll just put that off to the side for right now. And then the way that these work is you just peel that off like that, and you peel that off like that, and then you got your 1X white plates going on. I just like to show this stuff because everyone does things differently, and maybe you might see something that I do that you like. Or maybe you can tell me how to do it better, because that's helpful too. These go there All of the white plates taking up all of the spots here. But yeah, we need to start a bricklink store, I think, or something, because this is going to get crazy. Curved walls and rock walls, just all kinds of walls there. Wow. I'm definitely in the market to buy some more of those. These are the same thing right here. And if I get a bigger table, which is on my agenda with different legs, I think we could probably have 5 of these lined up this way, or maybe going off to the side like that. So we got room for expansion for sure. It took me a while to put that all away, but we're finally where I want to be. Nice clean table. Got all of my things that I want to start sorting in larger scales, kind of just stacking up here in drawers, which is good. But we got this pesky pile of small pieces that need to be taken care of, and that's what I'm going to dedicate my time to right now. Going to go through all these. Some of these are going to go into my tackle boxes, which I'll show you if you haven't seen them before. They're right here. This is for all the real small stuff. I've got 3 of these on the go, and that's where a lot of this is going to end up. But some of it will go into drawers. We just got to get through it all. And this is going to be the end of the 7 pounds that I started yesterday. Way ahead of pace right now, and it feels great. You know, sometimes when you make progress, it feels like you've gone backwards, which is quite possibly what this looks like here. But I have to say, I've mastered the art of taking a big pile of Lego and making it into smaller piles. As you can see here, we got everything all organized into the part categories that I use for my sorting. I even got a whole little thing of studs here. These are getting out of hand. Speaking of stuff that's getting out of hand, let me show you my drill for these. Like, when am I ever going to use that many studs? There is never a scenario. I guess, oh, it's a Brickitect video. I guess if I were to make my own Lego mosaic, oh my gosh, can we close it? Barely. I can make my own mosaic. Maybe that's what we do. Make something huge. That'd be awesome. Stay tuned for that. We got to take care of all this stuff first, though. This is hard to convey through video, but that feeling that you get as a Lego organizer when you clear off a giant pile of pieces from your table and it's just ready for the next thing is a glorious feeling. Believe it or not, though, today I actually spent more time taking care of those piles that you saw there than yesterday, and all the time that I went through the 6 pounds or so of Lego sorting. And I think this new system that I'm doing here that you can see is going to help with that, getting a little more efficient with putting things away, because that's really what takes the time. All those little piles that need to go into all these drawers, and you got to find the drawer. It takes time. But this right here, like, once we start stacking up all of our bricks and this gets full, I'll just make a day out of just putting the bricks away. So we can be really efficient with that. Same thing for the slopes, same thing for the tiles. I'm doing it with my Technic as well, because that's very time consuming. So we're learning as we go, trying to get more efficient, getting better at this. I feel really good with the 7 pounds that we got through here just in this weekend. That's phenomenal. And the pace right now feels good. I think we're going to get this done in record time. If record time means hopefully by the end of 2025, you know, it's easy to do on days like this. Like, you look out there, it's snowing right now. I got nothing to do. A little bit harder in summertime. So we need to plow ahead. No pun intended. While the iron's hot, or cold in this case. Pun absolutely intended there. But here's what we got left. Tons. Not tons, but 300 and, we'll call it 370 pounds. No, probably more than that. 375, we'll say. I think I've done probably about 16 pounds so far. 375 pounds of Lego, including the bins they're in. Speaking of bins, we're going to keep cranking these babies out right here, get this all cleared off, and then it's just, we're off to the races, I suppose. And someday, we'll go through these big ones, and it'll be like nothing to us because we'll be experts by then. Lego organizing experts. That's what we're going to become here. If you're thinking about starting a Lego organizing journey, you might as well. I've inspired people to have backlogs before, and I'm like, don't do that, but do this. Organize your Lego, get it all set up the way that you want it, and then go be creative and do cool stuff. That's what I want to do ultimately, and that's what we're going to get to. And just this last week has proven that this is possible, and we're going to make it happen. So on that, I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video.